Well, the Michigan Wolverines have a lot of production returning in 2023, and we need to talk about it. But if you haven't, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. And by doing so, it greatly helps out my channel and it helps me grow as a content creator. Well, the Michigan Wolverines got a team to work with coming in 2023, guys. They're bringing in a lot of production back from last season, and team once again, I feel like a lot of people are not, taking into consideration, to be a contender. I remember I did a video a while back, right before the 2022 season started, and I think I titled it, you know, is Michigan Wolverines being overlooked? And what I said came out to be true, guys. Not, Michigan came out and did a phenomenal job. Not only did they beat Ohio State 2 years back to back, they went to the Big Ten championship and won back to back, and also got two playoff berths in the playoff uh, this upcoming, last season. And then, they did a phenomenal job. Lost both of the playoff games, but still was able to get there. And Jim Harbaugh is doing a phenomenal job, guys. There's a lot of, you know, stuff talking about him possibly going back to the NFL, but once again, he's returning back to Ann Arbor, and he has a lot of production coming back from last season, guys. I'm gonna just read off some stats, guys. Michigan, in my opinion, should be up there in the top four. This upcoming season. I haven't looked at no rankings yet, but definitely a team that can make another run at it. And they're very, very talented. Got a lot of production coming back. And I'm gonna just read off some of the stats that I read up about, the Michigan Wolverines. A lot of production coming back. They said they're slated to return 15 of 22 primary starters, 33 of 44 primary two deep players, star players on both sides of the ball, and they're bringing back an instant. They got some transfers coming in as well. So this transfer portal, combined with all the production that they got coming back, Michigan can be a team to look out for again this season, guys, and can well, get back into the playoffs. And I'm gonna just read off. I'm gonna just start off with J.J. McCarthy. This was a guy, him and I think his name Cade McNamara. Yeah, they was battling it out for the quarterback position last season, and he eventually won the job, guys. And he threw for 2,719 yards, had a completion percentage of 64.6. He threw for 22 touchdowns and had 5 interceptions, but did a phenomenal job last season, guys. And he's coming back. Huge help for Michigan going forward. Having a guy like that was able to get them to the playoffs. Um, that's massive in the college football game. Have a quarterback that's been there. Knows how to get there, knows what it takes to get back there, and definitely gonna be watching out for him this upcoming season. I expect him to improve, and it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, guys. Another position that that's going to greatly help Michigan going forward is at running back, and they're bringing back Blake Corum, guys. Blake Corum, this guy's a beast, and the fact that they're bringing him back, and they also have Donovan Edwards who took over for him when he got injured last season. Michigan is going to be a problem, guys, with the running backs. Blake Corum ran for 1,463 yards. He was averaging 5.9 yards a carry, and he had 18 touchdowns last season. Having him back is huge for Michigan's run game, guys. Having that guy back there, this guy could have, possibly went to the Heisman ceremony. That's just how good he was. Then also they have Donovan Edwards right behind him, the guy that took over. This guy ran for 991 yards, almost 1,000 yards. You might as well say that's 1,000-yard running back. And he was averaging 7.1, so his yards per carry average was better than Blake Corum's. Man, and he had 7 touchdowns on the season. Michigan's run game is going to be even better this upcoming season, guys. And that's crazy because they was averaging really, really good numbers last season. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that backfield. Then at wide receiver, just as big as an impact that Blake Corum was coming back, they have Cornelius Johnson coming back as a wide receiver. This guy is a beast as well, guys. And I'm gonna read off his stat. Cornelius Johnson is gonna be very, very, critical to their wide receiver room because they're losing Ronnie Bell. This was the guy, the go-to guy. Ronnie Bell had 889 yards receiving last season with 4 touchdowns. But Cornelius Johnson has 2 more touchdowns than him, and he only had 499 receiving yards. And he was averaging 15.6 yards per carry. Per reception. And he had 6 touchdowns. So slightly better. He doesn't have the overall receiving yards as Ronnie Bell, but he's going to be that go-to guy. And Michigan has other good wide receivers as well as Roman Wilson and Darius Clemens. So it's going to continue to look good, guys. Like I said, Johnson, he made a household. His name. He had a 160-yard and 2 touchdown performance against Ohio State last season. So he's a big wide receiver. He's 6'3", and Michigan is very, very talented and athletic at the wide receiver position. This was a position where Michigan kind of struggled, early on a couple seasons ago. Didn't have the wide receivers, as talented as the wide receiver group that they have now. And they're very athletic. They got size and they got experience. So Michigan, man, I'm telling you guys, Michigan's going to be a team to watch out for again. Could they beat Ohio State a third time? That's the question, going into this. Now, at tight end, they're losing, I think, Shoemaker. Yeah, Luke Shoemaker. They're losing this guy, beast of a player. But they got some guys to come in there and step up. And I'm going to read off, Colston Loveland. This is a guy that's going to come in. He's definitely going to step up for Michigan. Let me read his stat. I'm going to find there he is, tight end. He only had 235 yards on the season last season. He had 2 touchdowns, but I definitely expect him to step up. And I think the other guy is A.J. Barn, if I'm not mistaken. When I was looking at it, let me see. Yeah, A.J. Barner. A.J. Barner, another guy that's going to step up. This Michigan team, man, like wide receiver-wise, and running back, offensive line, they got to fill some spots in for offensive line, but they dipped in the transfer portal and got 2 guys out the transfer portal. And I think both of them came from the Big 12, if I'm not mistaken. But that's another thing, guys. Michigan's O-line for the last couple of seasons has been really, really good. They do very well at developing O-linemen, and I expect they offense to continue to click, guys, and that run game can be even deadlier with both a healthy Blake Corum and a Donovan Edwards in the backfield. Michigan's going to be a team to look out for in the Big Ten, guys. No knock on Ohio State, but Michigan has shown that they've beaten them back-to-back. And if they pull it off again this season, guys, you got to take Michigan serious, man. I took them serious last season when they was able to beat, in 2021. I took them serious then. And just like I thought in 2022, they was able to win. I picked Ohio State to win the game, but once again, the game was close. But, Ohio State fell apart in the fourth quarter, and Michigan just ran away with it. But it's going to be interesting, guys. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ohio State goes to Michigan again this season. So Michigan going to have all the momentum in the world. They already beat Ohio State back-to-back, and it's going to be interesting if they can pull it off again. And right before I go, guys, I want to read off, a couple of guys that's going to make an impact on the defense as well. Junior Colston, this guy was a leading tackler. He had 101 tackles. He had 2 sacks, a pass defended. This guy is going to be a problem on defense. They're returning him. Also, Michael Barrett, the other linebacker, he's coming back. He had 72. He's right behind Colson. He had 72 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and 1 pass defended, 2 interceptions. So, and he got a touchdown. So, watch out for him, guys, defensively for Michigan. And of course, Rod Moore, DB, he had 71 total tackles, right behind Michael Barrett. So, they return a lot of guys. Chris Jenkins on the D-line. A lot of guys. Mason Graham. A lot of these guys played last season, guys, and coming back in, the 2023 season is going to help them immensely. Like I said, the production on this Michigan team, look out for them, guys. Michigan is going to be right there. It's going to be interesting. They had a pretty good season last season. I think they went 13-1. Like I said, the only loss they took was TCU in the playoffs, and TCU was a good team, but I felt like Michigan kind of gave that game away. Had a lot of mistakes in that game, and in a game where I thought Michigan was going to take it, but they fell short, and I know they want to break that, pattern that they got of losing in the first round of the playoff, losing their first playoff game, but and I know they definitely would want to play Georgia again, to get their rematch against them, but look out for Michigan, guys. You guys let me know in the comment section. Do you think Michigan is going to be a team to look out for in 2023? Or you think, maybe Ohio State going to take it in the Big Ten East? You guys let me know in the comment section. And once again, guys, if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and Roll Tide.